Good morning. Welcome to a little quick Burning Daylight coffee break here at Real Country with Jeff and Melanie. Had a little snack of a cherry tomato off the vine. Just sitting here in the woods thinking about all the work I need to do. I've got a lot of trees to cut, a lot of firewood to split and stack, and a lot of wood I need to use for carvings. It's going to be a long, hot day. Got a little okra I'm going to cut in just a few minutes and pick a few cherry tomatoes. Let's walk up to the garden and take a quick look, and then we got to get busy. Here we go. Come on, baby. I'm coming, girl. You know, I once heard, you ain't too bad a fella if dogs like you. So, I may not be that great a guy, but old Missy Boone enjoys my company. Let's take a little look here at the cherry tomatoes. We ain't had rain, and I couldn't tell you when. But look at all these clusters of pretty green tomatoes. Just need a little time. And down here on the bottom, they starting to get ripe. Wish you could smell these on the vine. Still making bloom. Pretty tomatoes. I might get a handful of black-eyed peas if I'm lucky. Weeds about took over, but the ants are still putting in the time. But we still got some okra and pretty blooms for some more coming. You get about one stalk a plant, maybe two a day. That'll be 2 or 3 or 4 in a few days. Like I said, when I was a child, our garden was about 1.5 acres. And we fed my mom and dad, my aunt and uncle that really live right across the street from our house. And my mama was the baby of 8 brothers and sisters. And they'd come up from down home and we'd send them back to their place when they went home with a big old car trunk. Back when the trunks were so big, 2 or 3 adults could lay down in there and not touch each other. And we'd send them home with peas and butter beans and corn and okra and squash and tomatoes and watermelons and peanuts and fresh eggs. But we had a little bit more room. My gardens, I doubt if my garden's even right now 1/4 of an acre. I plan on expanding it as the wintertime goes. Let me whoop this around and show you. Have to excuse all the mess. There's a lot of works and projects, but right here we go to the base of this big tree and then it starts dropping off. So I'm gonna try to go to about the base of that tree, go past where I've got those buckets and clear the woods back. And like I said, it goes good from where I'm standing, 30, 40 foot, and then it drops off. And to about where that big oak tree is, had a tornado come through, it killed. That was a double tree. I done had to cut one down because of the rot and the damage from the tornado. Probably gonna take the other side down and push everything back. But as you can see, my property is on a downward slant. So got to eventually build a retaining wall and try to build it up and get it as level as I can. Over the years I've had hot houses and compost bins, but it was temporary. Now I got to dig in for the permanent. And over here taking it easy, I see, is Mr. Lazarus. This cat, if he's got 9 lives, he done spent 4 or 5 of them. He actually, I believe, got beat up in the last tornado we had. Disappeared for a couple of weeks, came home with a hind leg all messed up, but he's getting around good, seems to have healed good. He is our #1 and only farm cat. He is a good mouser, keeps the chipmunks down. But hopefully this will all be pushed back and the garden will be expanded. Temperature gets a little cooler and I feel like getting out here working more. I'm going to clear all this off. And somewhere back in here we're going to try to have hen houses, duck, quail, rabbit. I've got a lot of dead timber. Some's rotten, some I can use. I'm going to try to push all this mess back. I've done cut this down 3 times and it's coming back as fast as I can cut it down. But the same thing right here to the base of this big white oak is fairly level, and I'm going to try to fence in right in there to the property. And I'm going to try to make a big compost bin in here. I've already started a compost pile. Been bringing some of my sawdust up from when I'm carving. Grass clippings when I can find them. And I'm going to try to make this into a sure enough compost pile that will really help the garden and try to improve our harvest from now on, because between the rising prices and the low quality of food you're getting at the store, and Lord only knows what they're putting in it to make it grow and you're eating it. I'm going to try from here on out to grow as much as we can. I'm going to try to raise as much of the meat as we can, and when I get the opportunity to go hunting and fishing, bring some food home that way as well. But it's a lot of work, but I got nothing but time. But folks, I'll knock it in the head. That'll be my little burning daylight coffee break. It feels like it's pushing 90 already and it's only about 9 o'clock. But hope y'all enjoyed this little walk around talk coffee break this morning. If done got in the dark there in the shadows. If anybody sees these videos, we'd appreciate it if you'd hit the like button and subscribe. We can use all the help we can get. Like I said, I may not can teach you nothing, but I'll try to show you some pretty scenery, just real day-to-day country life, and maybe we can see something pretty and have a good time. But till the next time, good Lord's willing the creek don't rise. We'll see y'all on down the road. Thank y'all.